Good morning. I am Nan. I'm the Yogalates teacher, and I'm going to dedicate this morning's program to Karen Klontz, my mother-in-law. And the inspiration before we begin would be a gentle reminder. Your mind will believe what you continuously tell it. So tell it that you're smart, ambitious, fearless, kind, lovable, and you have what it takes to make it. Okay. In order to successfully go through the postures, I usually have to share some of the words that I use to describe the postures, and I will demonstrate that with my hand. But before I go into the hand demonstration, I want you to be aware that we work with the pelvic girdle a lot. That's the inner, outer thigh, lower abdominal wall, and cheeks of the fanny. No dumping, so you lift the ribcage up and out of the hip joint, exposing the thoracic area of the body. The shoulders remain relaxed and out of your peripheral vision unless we're doing C curvatures. So you lead with the sternum normally to extend and lengthen through the back of your leg, okay? No mindless flailing, no dumping. Breathe in a paced fashion, a 5-second inhalation and a 5-second exhalation. So some of the words I use in describing the postures would be relaxed. The muscle becomes dense, passive, and drifting towards the floor. When I say at attention, it's as if you were saluting an admiral. If I say aggression, then you pinch it tightly, and I usually use the aggressive description in through the pelvic girdle and the core of the body. Remember, the core of the body extends from the armpit down to the hip. The portion of the core that we use aggressively is the belt right in the center. So when I say contract the core, I want you to tighten that belt up, okay? So let's start with feet separated just slightly hip distance apart. Remember the 3 points in your feet, 2 in the ball of the foot, 1 in the heel. Underneath the big toe, underneath the pinky toe, and into the back of the heel would be the 3 points that you want to stabilize your body in. A gentle and soft bend in the knee, tuck the tailbone under using pelvic girdle strength. Let's just take a breath in first. Inhale, 5 seconds. And now exhale, 5 seconds. Remember to inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, or through the mouth. Now as you take the next inhalation, raise the arms up, take your eye gaze up towards the palms that greet into the center. Upon the exhalation, open the chest upward towards the sky. Back of the neck elongates, keep the ribs lifted up and out of your hip joint. Now we're going to percussively breathe. Inhale, arms out. Exhale to the side, shushing it out. Flex, inhale. Shush it down. Good, 2 more, just like that. Inhale it up, take your eye gaze up towards the palms that greet into the center. Exhale slowly as you lower the palms down into the heart chakra or the sternum area of the chest. The shoulders relaxed. Percussive breathing, inhale out. Shush to the side. Flex, inhale. Shush down. Good. 1 more, just like that. Inhale it up. Pressing the palms gently together. Exhale slowly. Elongate through the back of the neck and keep the ribs lifted up and out of the hip joint. Connect the navel straight back to the spine. Thumbs greet the heart chakra. Percussive breathing, inhale out. Shush to the side. Flex, inhale. Shush down. Good. We're going to stretch the sides of the neck. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, right ear towards right shoulder, right arm up and over the top of your head. Rest the fingertips alongside of the head and press gently to encourage a deeper stretch. Opposite arm pulls out from the shoulder, flexing aggressively through the heel of your hand. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's round that arm forward. 2, 3, 4. Reverse it. 2, 3, and 4. Keep the head where it's at. Release both arms down. Inhale. raise both arms up, lace the fingertips together, press the palms on the base of your skull, push the elbows out of your peripheral vision. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, encourage the jaws close as you can to the exposed chest muscle. Once you reach your destination, gently sway the head from right to left, stimulating the central nervous system, the lymphatic system, and encouraging flexibility in through the side muscles of your neck. One more. Now rest the head down and into the center. Inhale. And on the exhalation, collapse the elbows around the sides of your head. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, push the palms up against the base of your skull, so extend and lengthen all the way through the back of the neck, through to the top of your back. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's release the arms gently down by your sides, releasing the shoulders passively down from the base of your earlobes. Stand up nice and tall, expose the chest. Connect your navel, opposite side. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, left ear towards left shoulder, left arm up and over, rest the fingertips alongside of the head and push gently against them, encouraging a deeper stretch. Opposite arm pulls out from the shoulder, flexing aggressively through the heel of your hand. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, round the arm forward. 2, 3, 4. Reverse it. 2, 3, and 4. Keep the head where it's at. Release both arms down, palms forward to invite the energy in. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, round the jaw, all the way over the exposed chest muscle, elongating through the back of the neck once again. Now inhale and raise the top of the head straight up towards the ceiling. Elongate through the back of the neck, keep the navel connected. Now what we're going to do is imagine an apple hanging from the ceiling. We're going to be jutting the jawbone out and up as if we were taking a bite out of the base of the apple. Make sure when you tilt the head back that you don't compress the vertebrae in through the back of the neck. It's a very gentle tilt. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gentle tilt, looking up towards the ceiling. Now inhale. And upon the exhalation, jut the jaw out and up. Sustain the stretch in the front of your neck. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, release the jaw into a neutral position. Release the head into a neutral position as well. Palms facing inward to start. Let's inhale as you raise the right arm up. Exhale as you press that extended arm in front of your chest. Base arm lifts up, elbow to elbow greets. Lower half of the base arm lifts all the way up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders passively from the base of your earlobes. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, press that extended arm as close to the chest as possible and release that shoulder down. Gaze is gentle and forward. Paced breathing, inhaling 5 seconds. Exhaling 5 seconds, stretching through the back of the shoulder and the upper back area. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, release the arms directly out and in front of you. Release the shoulders from the base of your earlobes. Lift the top arm up, position it close to the armpit area. Now bend at the elbow, raising both lower halves of the arm up. Face the palms out. Face of the hands greet, or a full wrap in the lower portion of the arm, palm to palm. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, press the elbows up as far as you can, encouraging the stretch in through the back of the shoulders and the upper back. If you ever are experiencing any pain whatsoever in any one of the postures, back off of the posture very gently, very slowly until the pain subsides. As you inhale, wrap that oxygen around the painful area. As you exhale, emit it from the body. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, lower the elbows, wax, retracing your steps. Unwrap the arms and take them directly out and in front of you. Flex to the heel of the hand on the right and lower the right arm down through that warm imaginary wax. Opposite palm faces inward. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, press that arm in front of the chest. Base arm lifts up, elbow to elbow greets. Lower half of the base arm lifts all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, press that extended arm as close to the chest as possible and release that shoulder down. Shoulders are relaxed, back of the neck long, top of the head straight up towards the sky. Remember to lift the ribs out of your hip joint, connect the navel back to the spine. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, release the arms directly out in front of you, creating that cross or that X. Lift the top arm up, position it close to the armpit area. Raise both lower halves of the arm up, face the palms out, face of the hands greet, or a full wrap in the lower half of the arm, palm to palm. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, press the elbows up as far as they will go, encouraging the stretching through the back of the shoulders and the upper back, right above the wing area, stimulating the central nervous system and the lymphatic system of the body. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently retrace your steps and release those elbows down through that warm imaginary wax. Unwrap the arms and take them directly out and in front of you. Relax the shoulders down from the base of your earlobes. Flex aggressively through the heel of the hand on the right. Take the opposite palm and the back of the fingertips up against the raised fingertips. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, pull those fingertips towards the top shoulder area, stretching through the heel of the hand or the wrist area, preventing carpal tunnel syndrome. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's round those fingertips down towards the floor, and upon the completion of the exhalation, encourage those fingertips towards the underneath armpit area. Wrist is facing upward towards the sky. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's change sides. Fingertips up first. And upon the completion of the exhalation, encourage the tip of the fingertips towards the top of the shoulder area. Remember to root yourself deeply down and into the floor. A gentle bend in the knee. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, round those fingertips down towards the floor. And on the completion of the exhalation, encourage those fingertips towards the underneath armpit area, exposing the wrist upward towards the sky. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently release the stretch. Release the lower half of the arms down by your sides. Keep the shoulders relaxed and the chest muscle exposed. Now flange your fingertips out aggressively. Now rotate the pinky first inward towards the base of the body, circling the wrist that you just stretched. One more. Now reverse your circle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. There you go. Nice job. And now we're going to be working the right and the left side of the brain. So for this particular one, I'm going to do a modified pose, locking the elbows in tight to the side of the body. Raise the lower half of the arms up. Flange your fingertips out aggressively. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the pinky on both hands. We're going to touch the thumb and then pull it out. Then we're going to touch the ring finger and pull it out. Then the middle finger, pull it out. Then the pointer finger, pull it out. Then we're going to retrace our steps and go pointer finger first, middle finger second, ring finger third, and pinky last. Now, as we touch the finger to the thumb, I want you to vocalize an even count, starting with 2. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, flange it out. Remember, no mindless flailing. Have a destination point, retracing your steps. Now we're going to retrace the steps, starting with the pointer. And 20. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and done. Now we're going to execute the same thing, starting with the pinky finger on the left hand. I want you to start with the pointer finger on the right. Now as you touch the finger to the tip of the thumbs, it's going to be an odd count, starting with 1. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, flange it out, inhale, retrace your steps, 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, and done. Nice job. Let's release those hands down by your sides and shake them loose. Now we're going to work the sole of the foot down into the floor. So get your chair close to you, please. We'll start with the left side of your chair. Take a gentle bend in the inside knee. Let's flex aggressively through the heel, keeping a gentle bend in that leg as well. Now, tuck the tailbone under. At attention is the pelvic girdle. As you press purposefully the sole of the foot down into the floor, you're going to lean your body weight into the movement just slightly. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, base of the heel first, and then work towards the middle portion of the heel, top of the heel, base of the arch, middle of the arch, top of the arch, base of the ball, middle of the ball, top of the ball, base of the toes, middle toe, tippy toe. With core strength, lift that knee up at a right angle only. Now push it to the back upon the exhalation. Just knee to knee, no further than that. Inhale it back up into its original position with core strength. Now we're going to retrace our steps. Inhale. Exhale, tippy toe first, middle of the toe, base of the toe, top of the ball, middle of the ball, base of the ball, top of the arch, middle of the arch, base of the arch, top of the heel, middle of the heel, all the way back to the base of the heel. Now separate the feet in a split stance. Remember, a gentle bend in the knee, tuck the tailbone under, flatten the lower belly wall, expose the chest. Inhale as you raise both arms up through that warm imaginary wax. Upon the exhalation, let's lean just the upper torso to the right side of the room. Keep the base of the body firmly rooted down and into the floor. The core is at aggression. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's pull yourselves back and into the center. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, lean to the opposite side of the room. Remember, the base of the body is firmly rooted down and into the floor. Create that separation between the upper torso and the lower portion of the body. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently pull yourself into the center. Flex through the heat of the hand and lower those arms down. Now hold on to the back of the chair. Get a little closer to the back of the chair with that inside leg. Outside knee bends. Wrap the palm around the base of your ankle. Now pull that knee back a little bit. Now press knee to knee together. Pull that heel up towards the cheek of your fanny. Now aggressively contract the pelvic girdle. Inner, outer thigh, lower abdominal wall. Lift the ribs up and out of the hip joint. Squeeze the cheeks of the fanny very aggressively. This is stretching the front of your thigh. Absolutely essential to do because it gets overused. Inhale. And on the exhalation, hinge gently the hip and take the upper torso into a right angle from the ankle to the hip, hips to the back of the neck and the top of the head. Your gaze is down towards the floor. Once you reach your destination, pull that heel away from the cheek of the fanny and successfully C-curve the spine. Shoulders are parallel to the floor, hips are parallel to the floor. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, release that foot behind you directly down towards the floor. Curl the toes under, flex the heel out, and then push that heel all the way back and away from the base of your body. This supporting leg is at a right angle. Please do not allow the knees to surpass the toes. You are damaging the kneecap if you do that. So lower the hips down a little bit. Tighten that thigh on that extended leg. Flex the heel out aggressively. Remember to lift the rib cage up and out of the hip joint. Lift the outside arm up with an inhalation. And if you can, release the hand from behind the chair. Beautiful. Nice job. Keep the navel connected. Keep your breath even. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's rotate those palms down towards the floor. Flex aggressively through the heel of the hand and lower those arms down through that warm, imaginary wax. Slowly, surely, retracing your steps. Hold on to the back of the chair. Opposite palm on that base leg. Let's sweep that extended leg in. Toes, ankles, and knees are connected. A nice gentle bend in the knee. Tuck the tailbone under, expose the chest up. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Chair position. Toes, ankles, and knees together. There you go. Inhale as you raise both arms up. Arms come at a slight diagonal from the shoulder. You should be able to see the upper inner arm in your peripheral vision. Keep your gaze steady. Keep the ribs lifted up and out of the hip joint. Tuck that tailbone under. Your pelvic girdle is at attention. Every muscle in the body is at attention. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, take your eye gaze up towards the palms that creep gently into the center. And upon the exhalation, lower those palms down into the heart chakra or the sternum area of your chest. Once you reach your destination, inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hip, taking the upper torso over into that right angle. Gaze is down towards the floor. Now once you reach your destination, take the outside elbow, twist the upper torso inside towards the chair. Now take that outside elbow, position it on the outer portion of the upper thigh. Now press the opposite elbow all the way up. Here is a successful lateral twist of the spine. Your gaze is gently docked towards the floor or across the seat of your chair. Keep the navel connected to the spine and don't forget to breathe. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently release the lateral twist. Pull yourselves into a neutral position first. Gaze is still down towards the floor. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, tuck the tailbone under with aggressive use of the pelvic girdle and snap each vertebrae up against that imaginary metal rod directly behind you. Remember to honor the space in between each vertebrae. Back of the neck long, top of the head straight up towards the sky. Release the hands down. Now let's go to the opposite side of the chair. Still seated? Okay. Same exact movements on the opposite side. So gentle bend on that inside leg. Flex aggressively through the heel and the out. Tuck the tailbone under, flatten the belly wall, expose the chest muscle upward, keep your shoulders relaxed. Let's work the sole of the foot down into the floor. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, base of the heel pierces the floor, and push the middle of the heel down, and then the upper portion of the heel, and then work into the arch. Base of the arch, middle of the arch, top of the arch. Base of the ball, middle of the ball, top of the ball, base of the toes, middle of the toes, tippy toe. With core strength, lift that knee up at a right angle. Inhale. Exhale, push it to the back, just knee to knee greet. Squeeze the cheek of the fanny. Inhale it back up into its original position. Now upon the exhalation, retrace your steps. Tippy toe first, middle of the toe, base of the toe, top of the ball, middle of the ball, base of the ball, top of the arch, middle of the arch, Base of the arch, top of the heel, middle of the heel, all the way back to the base of the heel. Release the sole of the foot down to the floor and go into a split stance. Remember, gentle bend of the knee. Tuck the tailbone under. Open the chest upward. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhale as you raise both arms up. Fingertip to fingertip at attention. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently lean the upper torso over towards the left side of the room. Remember to separate the upper torso from the lower half of the body. You're firmly rooting the lower half of the body down and into the floor. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, pull yourself back into the center, retracing your steps. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's change sides. Stretching from fingertip to fingertip in a straight line at attention. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, pull yourselves into a neutral position into the center. Flex with the heel of the hand and lower those arms down to that warm, imaginary wax. We retrace our steps in this manner so that you're adding strength to the muscle upon the elongation of the muscle. Hold on to the back of the chair. Situate your inner leg a little bit closer to the chair. Bend the outside knee. Wrap the palm around the face of your ankle. Now greet knee to knee first. Keep that greeting solid. Now squeeze the pelvic girdle. Wrap it from the inner thigh. Squeeze it back towards the cheeks of the fanny. And pull that back heel as close to the cheek of the fanny as you possibly can. Expose the chest. Relax the shoulders. Elongate through the back of the neck. Navel connected to the spine. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's take a gentle bend. Hinge at the hip. Upper torso coming down into that right angle, from the ankle to the hip, hip to the back of the neck and the top of the head. Once you reach your destination, push that heel away from the cheek of the fanny so that you successfully see curving in the spine. Stimulating the central nervous system, creating the flexibility in the muscles that surround the spinal column. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, release that top foot behind you. Curl the toes under, flex the heel out aggressively, and push that extended leg all the way back so the front leg creates that right angle from the ankle to the knee and the knee to the hip. Lower the hips down. Let's lift the kneecap up to tighten that thigh and that extended leg and flex that heel out aggressively. Inhale as you raise the outside arm up. And if you can, and only if you can, release the hand from behind the chair. Stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. You should be able to see the upper inner arm in your peripheral vision. Breathe. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, rotate those palms down towards the floor. Flex aggressively through the heel of the hand and lower those arms down through that warm, imaginary wax. Elongating the muscle and lending to the resistance and the strength of the muscle. Hold on to the back of the chair, opposite palm on that base leg. Let's sweep that leg all the way in. Toes, ankles, and knees come together. Bend at the knees. Tuck the tailbone under, expose the chest upward, keep the shoulders relaxed. Going into the chair. Inhale. Exhale and raise both arms up through that warm imaginary wax. Remember, you should be able to see the upper inner arm in your peripheral vision. Keep the chest muscle exposed. Do not dump the rib cage into the hip joint. Keep the navel connected. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, take your eye gaze up. Gently greet the palms together. And upon the exhalation, let's lower the palms down into the heart chakra. Keep the chest exposed. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, hinge at the hip, taking the upper torso into that right angle from the angle of the hip to the back of the neck and the top of the head. Once you reach your destination, let's take the outside elbow, twisting the upper torso towards the chair, and then the top of the outside elbow greets the upper thigh right above the knee. Now take the opposite elbow and press it all the way back. Toes, ankles, and knees still together. Laterally twisting the lower half of the spine. Breathe. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's pull the upper torso into a neutral position. Keep the hinge in the hip. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's aggressively work through the pelvic girdle and press that tailbone under. Now snap each vertebrae up against an imaginary metal rod directly behind you, honoring the space in between each one of the vertebrae. Stand tall, back and neck long. Release the hands down. Keep the nose. How did we do? Good job. Okay. Now that we've worked both sides, go ahead and pick your chair up. Remove it. If you need to take a sip of water, please do so. Now before we go into the standing postures, I'm going to take you into an inverted pose. And what inverted poses do is counterbalance gravity. So when you get inverted, you're allowing the blood flow and the oxygenation of the system all the way into the upper torso and the brain, which we need to have. Okay? So we're going to go into an inverted pose first. So facing forward, separate the feet hip distance apart. Tuck that tailbone under, expose the chest upward, release the arms down. Inhale as you raise both arms up. And upon the exhalation, hinge at the hip, taking the upper torso over into a right angle. Now straighten the legs, lifting the kneecap up to tighten the thigh. Flex through the heel of the hand, lower the arms down. As the arms come down, release the top of the head straight down towards the floor. Connect the palms down to the floor if you can, or wrap the palms gently around the lower half of your legs. Take the top of the head straight down towards the floor. And now, lace the arms together, adding some density to the upper torso. Pull the top of the head down towards the floor as far as you can. If you're experiencing dizziness at all, bend your knees and round up out of the inverted posture. Now just wiggle the upper torso a little bit, creating some flexibility in through the muscles that surround the spinal column. Remember to breathe your pace, breathing pattern, 5-second inhalation, 5 to 8-second exhalation. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, unlace the arms and just drape the arms down and in front of you. The back of the neck long, and your gaze should be through the imaginary window created in the lower leg. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, take a gentle bend in the knee and begin to round the upper torso up. Slowly but surely snapping each vertebrae up against that imaginary metal rock directly behind you. Shoulders relaxed and press passively down by the base of your earlobes. Very nicely done. Okay, now what we're going to do is some standing postures first. Okay? And then we'll get inverted again as we go into some floor work, okay? Separate the legs, greater than hip distance apart. Now you want the exaggeration and the muscle proficiency to be on the outer portion of your feet. You're raising the arches up off of the floor and you're clenching your toes down into the floor. Now tuck the tailbone under, raise the chest upward, keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhale as you raise both arms up. And upon the exhalation, lift the right toes up, rotate them in. Left toes up, rotate them out. Now take your gaze gently over the face of the left hand. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, take a gentle bend in the left knee. Remember that right angle that is created from the ankle to the knee, knee to the hip. Keep the navel connected back towards the spine. Keep the back of the neck long, top of the head stretched straight up towards the sky. This is a warrior 2. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, release the back arm down over the extended leg. Opposite palm rotates upward towards the sky. Now crawl the fingertips down on the back leg. Lift the opposite fingertips up towards the ceiling. Keeping your eye gaze up towards the tips of the fingertips that are raised up towards the ceiling. Extended side angle is what this is called. Exposing the side of the body upward towards the sky. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, rotate that top palm out and down towards the floor and retrace your steps slowly and surely right back into a warrior 2. Fingertip to fingertip in a straight line. Expose the chest. Keep the navel connected. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, a gentle bend in the left elbow. Lower half of the left arm rests on the base leg. Now, take and extend that leg back a little bit further. There you go. Now lower the hip down. Opposite palm rotates up towards the sky. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, stretch that arm up and over the top of your head. You should not be able to see the extended upper arm in your peripheral vision. It's a straight yet a slanted line from the fingertips all the way down to the opposing heel. Lengthening the side of the body, making it easier for the lungs to perform their duty. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, rotate that top palm out and down towards the floor and sweep that arm slowly but surely, retracing your steps. Now take it all the way behind you. Face of the hand greets the inner cheek of the fan. Lift the base arm up. Sweep the lower arm through the window in your legs. Now, clasp the fingertips together as close as you possibly can. Gaze is forward, not down at the floor. Now take that top shoulder and press it all the way back. Lower half of the body is at aggression. Holding on to the posture. Laterally twisting the lower half of the spine. Breathe. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, release the fingertips and sweep yourselves right back into a warrior 2, fingertip to fingertip in a straight line. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the bent leg, face all toes forward. Good. Opposite side. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, left toes up and in, right toes up and out. And take your gaze gently over the face of the right hand. Fingertip to fingertip in a straight line. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, a gentle bend in the right knee. Remember that right angle that is created from the ankle to the knee, knee back to the hip. Navel connected to the spine, the ribs lifted up and out of your hip joint. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, release the back arm down over the extended leg. Opposite palm rotates upward. Now crawl the fingertips down on the back leg. Opposite fingertips go upward towards the ceiling. Keep the eye gaze up towards the top of the fingertips, elongating and lengthening the side of the body up towards the sky. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, rotate that top palm out and down towards the floor, and then retrace your steps right back into a warrior 2. Fingertip to fingertip in a straight line. Expose the chest muscle upward. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, a very gentle bend in the right elbow. Lower half of the right arm rests down the base leg. Lower that hip down a little bit. Rotate the torso forward. Opposite palm upward. Inhale. Exhale and stretch that arm up and over the top of your head. Remember, you should not be able to see the upper inner arm in your peripheral vision at this point. Straight line from the fingertips all the way down to the opposing heel. It's straight, yet it's slanted. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, rotate that top palm out and down and sweep the arm directly behind you. Face of the hand greets the inner cheek of the fanny. Now lift the base arm up, wrap it through that imaginary window created in the lower half of the legs. Now, press the fingertips together or get them as closely together as you possibly can. Top shoulder all the way back. So it's a straight line from elbow to elbow. Gaze is forward, not down at the floor. Breathe. Inhale. And on the exhalation, gently release the fingertips and sweep yourself right back, retracing your steps into a warrior two. Body controlology means you're using the brain at the same time you're using your body. Inhale. And on the exhalation, let's straighten the bent knee. Rotate all toes forward. Flex the heel of the hand and lower those arms down through that warm imaginary wax. Now before we go into another inversion, take your fingertips and lace them directly behind you. Now press the base of the hand down and into the floor. Roll those shoulders all the way back. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, raise the arms up as far as you can get them. Sustaining the stretch in through the chest muscle. Absolutely critical so you don't suffer from shallow breathing. Inhale. On the exhalation, take the upper torso just over into that right angle. No further than that. But try to raise the arms up a little bit more. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, release the arms down. Take a gentle bend in the knee, tuck back tailbone under and round the upper torso up. Slowly and gently. Release the fingertips down. Nice job. Let's walk those feet in. Get over onto the side, the back of your mat. Outer portion of the feet on the outer portion of your mat. Tuck the tailbone under. Release the arms down to the inhale. Inhale as you raise both arms up. Exhale as you lead with the sternum and take yourselves over into that right angle from the ankle to the hip to the back of the neck and the top of the head. Flex aggressively through the heel of the hand and lower those arms down to that warm imaginary wax. Palms greet the floor if you can get them there. Now walk the palms directly out and in front of you. Far enough so the heels raise up and off the floor. Flange your fingertips out and press the tip of the fingertips down into the floor to take the pressure off of your wrists. So the heels are lifted, tailbone up towards the ceiling, top of the head straight down towards the floor. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently encourage the upper torso through the window in your arms and lower the heels down into the floor. Downward facing dog. Now gently bend one knee and bicycle the legs. Now remember, as that heel touches the floor, you want to lift the kneecap up to tighten the thigh and extend and lengthen through the back of your leg. This is a gentle way to encourage the flexibility and the length that is needed in the back of your thighs. Now inhale as you raise both heels up. Exhale as you push both heels down. Upper torso through the window in your arms. Your gaze is gently through the window created in the lower half of your legs. Keep the back of the neck long and breathe. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently release the upper torso. Take a gentle bend in the knee and go into a hand in a knee position. Wrists directly underneath your shoulders. Knees directly underneath your hips. Uncurl the toes so the face of your foot is running parallel to the floor. Cat, cow. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, let's tuck that tailbone under, being aggressive with the pelvic girdle. And then drop the top of the head straight down towards the floor. Successfully C-curving the spine like a cat. Breathe. Remember, your core is at aggression, your pelvic girdle at aggression. Inhale. And on the exhalation, keep the belly wall affixed back to the spine as you release yourself into a neutral hand and a knee position. Cow. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, drop the navel straight down towards the floor, releasing the contraction in the abdominal wall. C-curve in the opposite direction now. Gently look up towards the ceiling. Try not to compress the vertebrae in the back of the neck. Just look up at the ceiling. C-curve in the spine in the opposite direction. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, use the pelvic girdle to rearrange the tailbone to a neutral position, hand and knee. Now, press the knees together. Walk the arms out in front at a diagonal from the shoulder. Curl the toes under. And now, rearrange the upper torso into a straight yet a slanted line from the tailbone through the back of the neck and the top of the head. This is a modified plank position. If you want a full plank, curls are turned under, and then you lift the knees up. So it's a straight line in the body. Every muscle in the body is at aggression when you are in the plank position. Make sure that you are breathing. Inhaling 5 seconds, exhaling 5 seconds. Normally you hold on to this posture for a full minute. We're not going to do that today. Okay, inhale. And upon the exhalation, uncurl the toes so that you're pulling the whole body forward slightly. Lock the elbows in tight to the side of the body and begin to lower the body 1/2 inch at a time, down and into the floor. If you can, sustain a 2-inch lift off the floor. Inhale. Exhale and release. Body pulls down into the mat. Keep your wrists very tightly connected to the chest bone. Lock the elbows in tight to the side of your body. Separate the legs out, uncurl the toes. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, push off the heel of the hand into an upward facing dog. Straighten the arms as much as you possibly can. Keep the gaze up and towards the ceiling. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, pull yourselves into a hand and a knee position. Curl the toes under. Walk the palms back. Lift the knees up. Position your toes so they press on the outer portion of your mat. Lock the heels down and into the floor. Gentle bend or full bend in the knee. Hold on to the edge of your mat in a modified form. If you can, release the hands, clasping the hands together. Lift the thumbs up. Press the upper arm against your inner thigh and lower the bridge of your nose down onto the top of your thumbs. Breathe. Release the contraction in the abdominal wall. Now take a deep breath into the pit of your stomach. Inhale. And exhale. Doing this particular posture stimulates the colon. Very important to do. It is an organ we should not ignore. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, connect the navel straight back towards the spine. Lift the head gently up and off with the tip of your thumbs. Unclasp your hands. One hand at a time, directly behind you. Lower the tailbone down and into the floor. Now let's scoot forward onto your mats. Going into the diamond position first. It's called the diamond because as you look down in between your legs, it's in the shape of a diamond. If the heels are situated too close to the groin area of the body, it forces you to dump. So we want to make sure that the heels are scooted away. Rotate up onto the pointy bones in the buttock called the sitting bones. Expose the chest. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Relax the lower palms, or lower hands and lower arms down over the base of your legs. Inhale. And on the exhalation, lead the torso forward into a flat, strong piece first. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently release the top of the head straight down into the middle of your diamond, extending and lengthening through the back of your neck. Relax your facial muscles. Relax your hands. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, extend the arms directly out from the shoulders, palms facing downward. Now begin to roll back past the sitting bones and then past the tailbone. As you get there, connect the toes, the ankles, and the knees, and flex aggressively through the heel of your foot. Now begin to press one vertebrae at a time down into the floor, aggressively working through the core of the body to give each vertebrae its own separate identity. As you work towards the small of the back, that's our destination. That's the area right by the navel. Now pierce the small of the back down and into the floor. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, use core strength to lift the upper torso up. Don't use the arms, don't use the hands. Now separate the knees. Go right back into your diamond position. Top of the head straight down towards the floor. Release to the back of the neck. Breathe. One more time. Inhale. And on the exhalation, extend the arms directly out from the shoulders, palms facing downward. Now roll back past the sitting bones. Tuck that tailbone up and towards the forehead. Now press the toes, the ankles, and the knees together. Aggressively flex through the heel of your feet. One vertebrae at a time is imprinted down and into the floor. Holding on to the separation in between each one of the vertebrae. Now this time, as we go towards the small of the back, imprint the small of the back down and into the floor. Leave it there, and now imprint this portion of the spine that's at the lower portion of the rib cage, middle of the rib cage, top of the rib cage. Release the back of the shoulders down into the floor. Release the back of the head down into the floor. Bend the right knee in towards the chest, and then the left knee. Keep the knees separated. Lift the lower half of the legs up. Lace the arms directly on the back side of the kneecap. Clasp the hands together in the center, and release the lower half of the legs down. Now gently sway from right to left, making sure that you are pushing the small of the back towards a tension down into the floor. So you're massaging the area of the back that you just worked aggressively. Breathe. Now release yourselves into the center. Raise the lower half of the legs up, unclasp the hands. Now press the toes, the ankles, and the knees together. Imprint the small of the back down and into the floor. It does not lift. Now push the knees away from the chest into that right angle. Release the arms down. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, raise the back of the head up and off the floor. Gaze down at your navel. Stretch the arms directly out from the shoulders, about 3 inches off the floor. Now pulsate the arms up and down through that warm imaginary wax. Percussive breathing. Let's go. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. One more set. 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the upper torso down. Just for a moment. Raise the lower half of the legs up. Rotate those knees out. Flex those heels up. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, raise the back of the head up and off the floor. Gaze down at your navel. Stretch those arms directly out from the shoulders and pulsate those arms up and down through that warm imaginary wax. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 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 One more set. 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Now release the upper torso back. Bend the knees in towards the chest. Wrap hands directly underneath the kneecap. Pull the knees deep into the chest. Breathe. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently release the knees away from the chest. Now unlace the hand and extend the left leg directly out and down from the hip. Keep it about 4 inches up and off of the floor. Raise the back of the head up. Try to connect the forehead with the bent knee. Now we're going to percussively breathe. Inhale. Exhale, change extended legs. Inhale, change. Exhale, change. 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 2 more. Last one. Get both knees in. Stretch the legs all the way up towards the ceiling. Point those toes. Now hold on to the right leg and extend the left leg down. Now we're going to do the same thing. Straight legs this time instead of one knee bent. Inhale. Exhale, change. Inhale, change. 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 Point those toes, straight legs. 4 more sets. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Both legs up. Release the upper torso down, connecting the back of the head down and into the floor. Bend the knees. Release the right sole of the foot down into the floor and then the left. Slight separation in between the knees. Let's raise the arms up and over the top of your head. Clasp the fingertips together and rest the palms on the base of your skull. Keep the elbows out of your peripheral vision at all times through this next series. We're going to be lifting the upper torso slightly off the floor, then encouraging the left elbow towards the right knee, but do not collapse the elbows in. Inhale. Exhale, lift the torso up, and then rotate the left elbow towards the right knee. And inhale it down. Change sides, left elbow up. Remember to imprint the small of the back. Inhale it down. Change sides, exhale it up. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. Inhale it down, elbows back. You should not be able to see it in your peripheral vision. Exhale it up. Inhale it down. Last sip. Exhale it up. Inhale it down. One more. Inhale it down. Release the hands from behind the head. Release your arms directly down by your sides. Rotate the palms so that they're open and upward towards the ceiling. Flex out through the heel on the right foot and stretch that leg all the way up and down from the bottom. Do the same with the opposite leg. Flex aggressively through the heel and then stretch the back of the leg downward into the floor. Once you reach your destination, relax your legs. Inhale as you raise the back of the head up and off the floor, lengthening, stretching from the back of your neck. And upon the exhalation, release the back of the head down and into the floor. We are now going into the meditative portion of the program. I want you to close your eyes. Be purposeful in your paced breathing. Envision a circle. The inhalation will be the top arc of the circle, 5 seconds. And the exhalation will be the lower half of the circle, 5 seconds. Keep your eyes closed. You should be able to hear the air coming into the body and then going out of the body. Breathing evenly through the entire meditative portion of the program. Oxygenating the system and purposefully relaxing your body. In order to relax the mind effectively, you have to relax every single muscle in the body. So we do that very purposefully. You relax your toes, the base of your feet, and the sole of your feet. Take that relaxation and wrap it around your ankles. Draw it upward into the lower portion of your legs, relaxing the calf muscles, allowing the muscles to become dense and drifting gently towards your neck. Take that relaxation and wrap it around your knees. Invite it upward into the upper thighs, relaxing the front of the thigh, sides of the thigh, back of the thigh, and your thigh. Relax your pelvic girdle, not only the inner, outer thigh, but your lower abdominal wall, the cheeks of the belly becoming dense, peaceful, and drifting gently towards the floor. Take the relaxation and encourage it upward into the middle belly wall, upper belly wall, chest, shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Invite the relaxation down into your upper arms. Wrap it around your elbows, lower arms. Wrap the relaxation around your wrists,
Relax the fingertips. Pull that relaxation up into the base of your spine and encourage it upward into the middle back, upper back, back of the shoulders, back of your neck. Sweep it upward into the upper ranges of your scalp. Then lift that relaxation over the frontal area of your face. Relax your brow, your bridge, eyelids, cheeks, lips, tongue, and front of your neck. Now every muscle in the body is now relaxed. Now relax your mind. Allow it to be thoughtless. You're not lingering the past nor the future. You are present. Your mind is where your feet are, in the present. Maintain your paced breathing for just a moment, and then we're going to be taking a purposeful, deep, deep breath into the body. There'll be an inhalation, starting with the lower belly wall and drawing it all the way up into the upper ranges of your lungs. That'll be an 8-count inhalation, and you hold the breath for 3 counts. Then you exhale slowly but surely, count of 11, eliminating the carbon dioxide from the body. Here we go, let's fill that belly wall first. 1, 2, lower lung 3, 4, middle 5, 6, upper 7, 8, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Now exhale slowly. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze that air out of the belly. And now just maintain a paced breathing cycle. Remember, your behavior replicates what you feed into your brain. Make sure that the words or the thoughts that you allow to enter into your mind are in abundance, not scarcity. That are in faith, not fear. That are in love, not hate. The only thing that you can control on this planet is your perception of reality. Do yourself an enormous favor. Keep it in gratitude. Keep it in respect. Remember, the most important person to love on this planet is you. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Surround your words. Pull them into your brain. Courage, self-respect, commitment, strength, endurance. Now, if you have anything in your world that is creating anxiety or stress, I want you to imagine a conveyor belt directly in front of you, gliding from the right to the left, zipping over the edge, and then reestablishing itself on the upper right-hand side. Whatever it is that is creating either anxiety or stress in your life, I want you to wrap it up into a tight ball. side of your conveyor belt and watch it drip in front of you, going from right to left, coming over to the edge of the conveyor belt, and then as it flips over the edge of the conveyor belt, that ball drops into a very deep hole. Leave it there. Your body does not deserve anxiety or stress. Now, as we ready ourselves for the remainder of our day, remember to keep a joyful, grateful attitude. The behavior will follow what you put into your brain. So let's gently awaken the body, readying it for a joy-filled, great day. Let's gently awaken your feet first. Wiggle the toes ever so slightly. Draw very respectful, peaceful energy into the base of your feet. The soles of your feet wrap it around your ankles. Invite it upward into the lower leg. Wrap that positive, glorified energy around your knees. Invite it upward into the upper thigh. Front of the thigh, side of the thigh, back of the thigh, inner thigh. Gently awaken the pelvic girdle, inner outer thigh, lower abdominal wall, cheeks and the fan. Draw that positive energy into the middle belly wall, the upper belly wall, and then your chest. Open it upward towards the sky. Wrap that positive energy over the top of your shoulders. Invite it downward into the upper arm, wrap it around your elbows. Allow it to come down into the lower half of the arm and wrap it around your wrists. Draw it down into the hands. Gently flex the fingertips out. Take that positive energy and put it on the base of your spine. Encourage it upward into the middle back, the upper back, the back of your shoulders, back of your neck. Sweep it upward into the top of your scalp. And gently lace it down the frontal area of your face. Awakening the brow, the bridge, the eyelids, your cheeks, lips, tongue, jaw, and frontal area. Now take a deep breath in. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently open the eyes. Pull the right heel in towards the base of the body, and then gently pull the left heel in towards the base of the body. Extend the right arm directly out from the shoulder, rotating the palm upward towards the sky. Go on your tippy toes. Now cinch the core of the body down towards the small of the back, and lower the knees down towards the extended right arm. Relax the lower half of the body down into the floor. Lift your head up and off of the floor and gently rest the side of your head on the upper inner arm. Breathe. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently release the opposite palm directly in front of you. Push off the heel of the hand and pull yourselves upward into a seated position. As you're sitting nice and tall onto the sitting bones, release the lower half of the legs in, so that you're sitting up nice and tall. Expose the chest upward, release the arms down, rotate the palms up. Inhale as you raise both arms up, taking your eye gaze up towards the palm of the green into the center. Now exhale slowly as you lower the palms down into the heart chakra. Inhale. And upon the exhalation, gently
torso forward ever so slightly. Namaste, my friends. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Okay, that ends the program. Have a wonderful and great day. Thanks, baby.